Hi, I'm Arunima, and this is the second part of my assessment. The focus of the last video was on deconstructing prevalent attitudes towards ICT integration in the classroom, and ended with the assertion that EdTech would make learning more accessible, engaging, and liberating. In this video, I will discuss two things. First, the adoption of a growth mindset and inclusive design practices for preventing the perpetuation of outdated approaches to education in the future. Second, the application of complexity theory for effectively integrating ICT into classrooms. In her first video, Sandy discussed a growing fear among people of AI replacing teachers. However, calculated estimates reveal a severe shortage of teachers in countries like India, China, and America, among many others. In the case of developing countries like India, this shortage is amplified further by inadequate resources to sufficiently pay, train, or even retain teachers. In the most immediate sense, this means overcrowded classrooms, unmotivated teachers, and disengaged students. Now consider these two issues in the context of the estimates shared by Salwa about the estimated rise in the demand for education in the future. If not remedied immediately, these estimates will only multiply, leading to higher student dropout rates, widespread illiteracy, and a widening of existing class divides. Moving on to the more hopeful segment of this discussion, on the issue of teacher and learner motivation. Educationist Carol Dweck recommends the adoption of what she calls a growth mindset, about which my classmate Joe wrote at length in his blog. Dweck theorized that adopting a mindset of growth and improvement through appreciation of constant effort instead of innate intelligence would enable both teachers and students to tap into the brain's inherent elasticity and develop and enhance one's own intelligence. The feasibility of this approach lies in its time and cost effectiveness. As for the infrastructural and technological deficiencies, at present they are being addressed almost exclusively by engineers with a techno-missionary zeal, rooted in what speaker Liz Losh refers to as the Silicon Valley ideology, best exemplified in initiatives like the OLPC and Akash tablets. Mainstream EdTech can be disconnected from the reality of everyday educational challenges faced by teachers and students, in turn leading to the underperformance of these ambitious projects. An argument also made by Audrey Waters. Including teachers and students in the process of planning and creating EdTech would not only help understand their individual and collective needs better, but also promote a growth mindset and responsibility in both parties. Now, with respect to pedagogy, effecting change that foresees the educational needs of students in the future is certainly not an easy task, especially in schools that have been following what Paulo Freire refers to as a banking model of education. However, long-term reform is possible with the adoption of blended learning models that challenge existing positivist paradigms of learning with its non-linear, student-centric approach to learning through the use of technology. Dr. Sugata Mitra's self-organized learning environments, or SOUL, is a topical example of it. Teaching models like SOUL effectively embrace the information overload of the digital age, while also managing to facilitate effective learning through the appreciation of effort and critical thinking. This leads me to the conclusion that the adoption of innovative pedagogies that meaningfully integrate technology into the classroom could be the answer to not only cost-effective educational equity, but also holistic learning for everybody in the future. Thank you.